Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. This is Tanush, and today I'm making this video. It's a different kind of video, so my request to the viewers is please listen to the introduction part, because if you miss the introduction part, then you'll not be able to understand what I'm talking about your respective ascendants. So once you listen to the introduction part for 3 or 4 minutes, then when you skip and go to your ascendant, the result of your ascendants or moon sign, then it would make a lot of sense for you. You'll understand what I'm talking about, right? So you can look at this, the results of the transit either from ascendant or from the moon sign. So it doesn't matter because it is Saturn. It makes a lot of sense even to look from the moon sign, right? Right. So I generally give the timestamps for all the ascendants in the description section, so you can go there and directly click on the timestamp, and the YouTube will take you to that particular section of your ascendant, right? Now, so let's get started. So this video is about a retrograde transit of Saturn in Capricorn from 12th of July to 23rd of October, right? Now, this transit has a very special significance, and we need to understand what message Saturn is conveying to us, right? Because if we understand, then we'll work in that direction, and then we'll get the best results, right? Otherwise, we'll get frustrated. Otherwise, surely we are going to get frustrated, right? So now let us understand what does the significance mean of the retrograde motion of Saturn means. Now, Saturn, Jupiter, they generally go retrograde during this time of the year. It's a common phenomenon. So what is so special about it, right? Now, the special thing is Saturn is going. Saturn has gone retrograde in the sign of Aquarius, and now Saturn would be going back to the sign of Capricorn, right? So this is a special significance. Now, Saturn generally retrogrades in the same sign almost every year, but it is not very frequent that Saturn retrogrades and then goes back to the previous sign. So this going back to the previous sign has a lot of significance, and we need to understand that, because once we understand that, once we try to understand what Saturn is expecting from us, and then work in that direction, then we'll get amazing results when actually Saturn transits into the sign of Aquarius, right? Now, we all know that Saturn holds two signs. One is Capricorn, that is Makar rashi, and one is Aquarius, which is Kumbh rashi, right? And Aquarius is the Mool Trikon rashi of Saturn. Now, Capricorn represents the tough side of Saturn, because and Capricorn basically has the same characteristics as that of Saturn, because Capricorn expects that a person work extremely hard, be disciplined, be organized, be planned, persevere, and work extremely hard during the transit of Saturn in Capricorn. And then when Saturn actually transits into the sign of Aquarius, that is then we get the result proportionate to the hard work which we have put in when Saturn was in the sign of Capricorn, right? And because Aquarius is second from Capricorn in astrology, the second from a house represents the gains of that house, right? So the amount of hard work which we put in when Saturn is in the sign of Capricorn, to that proportionate we'll get results when Saturn transits to the sign of Aquarius. Now, when actually Saturn transited into the sign of Aquarius in the month of April, there was a lot of optimism. People were quite relaxed, happy, and they were expecting many good things to happen, right? And probably things were moving in that particular direction as well. But suddenly now, when Saturn actually gets retrograde, we see that things are not moving as per our expectations or as per the speed which we were expecting, right? So sudden slowdown, sudden issues cropping up, all these things might have happened, and I have actually spoken to many people who are actually experiencing this, right? So let us see why this is happening. Does these things have any significance? Yes, they have, right? Now we need to decode the message of Saturn, which we'll do now. Now please understand that when Saturn goes retrograde and then goes back to its previous sign, it is like we have left few things which we haven't complete in this when Saturn was in the sign of Capricorn, right? So few tasks are not yet completed, and Saturn expects that we complete those tasks for Saturn to give us results, right? So it reminds me of when I was actually pursuing my MTech, my masters in computer science. In the first semester I had left one subject due to some reason I couldn't write it, and when I got my memo, right, so it was written that I have been promoted to the next semester, provided I need to complete that particular subject. I need to write exam for the subject, and then I need to pass in that, so that I get actually qualified to move to the next semester. So this is something like that, right? So there are few things which are not done, right, and we need to complete those things. And if we actually sit with a peaceful mind and think why things are going wrong, then we can understand the message of Saturn, like which tasks are still pending, what needs to be done which is not yet done. And when we understand and when we put in efforts during this period of Saturn retrogression, as well as the stay of Saturn in the sign of Capricorn, when Saturn moves into the sign of Aquarius on 17th of January, I believe, that is when we will be actually getting a very good returns of all the hard work, right? Now we have seen from the point when Saturn had transited into the sign of Capricorn. So I think that happened in January 2020. So from then till Saturn was in the sign of Capricorn, throughout the world, everyone had put in a lot of efforts. Things went bad, and everyone had to put in a lot of effort, right? So we have also seen the pandemic of coronavirus, a lot of issues, lot of obstacles, and everyone had to put in a lot of effort, extra effort, to maintain their family, to maintain their job. Many people lost their job, they were in search of job, they had put in a lot of efforts, but many people didn't succeed, some succeeded, fortunately. But now is the time where we need to actually see what Saturn is expecting from us during this retrograde motion, fix those things, and then when Saturn transits into the sign of Aquarius, we'll see our life will be completely different. And the same holds good with the affairs of the entire world, right? So the same principles apply even there. Now what I'm going to do is I'll be speaking about each ascendant, and I'll be trying to based on the astrological significance of each house, I'll be mentioning what might be the pending karma for you, which Saturn expects you to fix, right? So this is as per the astrological understanding I'll be speaking, but there may be more to it. So it is up to you. You need to sit and think over what are the things which were missed, what is a karmic backlog which is yet to be actually solved, right? So you need to think. And when you think, then actually it makes a lot of sense. Believe me, it makes a lot of sense. And then then you work in the direction with optimism, and then you can see how things would actually move. And this is happening for your betterment. So why we'll understand when we talk about each ascendant, right? So this is some kind of unfinished karma which we need to go through, and we have to go through, right? And this will start from 12th of July. And many people might be seeing those signs even right now. Now let us go ascendant by ascendant, right? So for Aries ascendant, Capricorn is your lord of your 10th house, and Aquarius is the lord of your 11th house. So when actually Saturn transited into the sign of Aquarius, so there you might have felt a lot of optimism that you will get a very good break in the career, right? Probably you might be looking for change in the job, or some kind of promotion, or some kind of good project, and there was a lot of optimism initially that you would be getting. So probably you might have not got, or probably that there might be some kind of procrastination, or postponement due to some reasons, right? And probably you might be frustrated due to that. Now, because Saturn is the lord of your 10th house, and 10th house represents your career, your work, the way you work, right? So now when Saturn comes back, the expectation of Saturn is to go to grow through to the next level, right? So the promotion which you are expecting, or the dream job which you are expecting to go there, you still have to actually prepare yourself, right? So probably you might have to prepare yourself, by learning new technologies, by learning, by acquiring domain knowledge, or probably soft skills, communication skills. So it's for you to ponder upon. But there is something which is left which you need to actually complete, and then you will be promoted to the next level, or you will get the dream job which you are expecting, or probably the promotion, right? So something is left. So try to identify what are the points which were left incomplete, and try to actually work upon them, so that you will get your expectations would be fulfilled. You'll get your dream job or promotion, or what you are desiring for, right? So that is for Aries ascendant. Now for Taurus ascendant, Saturn is a lot of your 9th and 10th house, right? And 9th house is Capricorn, 10th house is Aquarius. So when Saturn came to your 10th house, again, you had that feeling that you will get a wonderful project, or you will get a chance to work on new domain, or probably change of job. But because now Saturn is going back to your 9th house, 9th house represents higher learning as well. So one thing is, you need to actually upgrade yourself to suit that job, or to get into that position which you are looking for. You need to upgrade your knowledge. So that is a clear indication. Now one more thing we can actually understand is, because 9th house also represents long distance travel. So probably you are missing an opportunity because you are not willing to travel, probably due to pandemic, or probably due to your own personal situation. There might be some situation which might have restricted you from traveling, and due to that actually you are not getting the position which you are expecting, right? So no issues. Try to again think which were the points which are still pending. Is it you need to upgrade on certain skill set or domain knowledge, or you need to go for higher education, or you need to travel. So there may be many other things, right? So do that, and then you can see that when Saturn is about to transit to the sign of Aquarius, then you will get that opportunity. Surely you'll get that. So try working in the direction. Now for Gemini ascendant, mithun lagna, or mithun rashi, or Gemini moon sign, Saturn is the lord of your 8th and 9th house, right? And right now Saturn is retrograde in the sign of Aquarius in your 9th house, going back to your 8th house. So what does this indicate? Now when Saturn retrogrades and comes back to the sign of Capricorn, your 8th house, it represents that there are certain hidden things which you were dealing with when Saturn was in the sign of Capricorn from January 2020 to April 2022. So you surely might have dealt with some hidden things, right? And most of them might have been completed, but there are still some things remaining. Probably 15 or 20% things are still remaining, or these things may be hidden from you, and they will be revealed once Capricorn comes back to the sign of once Saturn comes back to the sign of Capricorn, right? And other things, maybe you may be having some health issues due to which you were losing opportunities, or you were kind of apprehensive about your future. And this window, when Saturn was in the sign of Capricorn, you might have identified those issues, you might have worked on it, but again probably you might be experiencing these things, that your health may be going bad, and then it gives a feeling that the things are yet to be fixed. So if these things are happening with you, then nothing to worry. It's just that Saturn is revealing that these things are yet to be fixed, and that is very good because it's an opportunity wherein you can actually fix your health. And once you do that, because ninth house represents your future, your bhagya, once you fix this, then your future is actually quite clear. You will be very clear about your future, and it's not only the optimism, but actually it will really manifest in reality, right? What you are aspiring, or probably you might be planning to travel, go on a long distance travel for a higher education or for job purpose, and then probably your health or this hidden issues might be actually stopping you from actually going on travel. So once you fix this, then surely you'll get an opportunity to travel if you are aspiring for traveling to a foreign country, right? Also, you'll see that again during this period, you'll feel that your savings are kind of stuck, and again you'll be very apprehensive about your future. So don't worry much about those things. Utilize this window of opportunity to fix the things, and then once Saturn goes to your ninth house, you'll see that your future is surely going to be bright. Now a lot depends upon which dasha you are going through, which antardasha. So all those things are surely there, but surely because Saturn is a lot of your bhagya, a lot of your fortune, surely Saturn is planning something for you. Surely Saturn is planning, but Saturn will not give you that unless you fix the things related to 8th house. Once you do that, you will see that your future is going to be very bright. So don't worry, just work on the things, right? Now coming to Cancer ascendants or Karka lagna or Karka rashi, or Cancer moon sign, Saturn is lot of your 8th and 9th house, right? So 7th and 8th house. So 7th house is again Capricorn and 8th house is Aquarius, right? Now Saturn was in the sign of your was in your 7th house of Capricorn, and I have seen few cases where people who had bad marriage, or who were going through a very tough phase of marriage, that was opportunity which Saturn gave to fix things. And now when Saturn has gone again to your 8th house and it's coming back, so probably few things are not yet completed, so you still need to work on your relationship, or there might be one more case where the relationship is actually not working for you, and you are not clear with what to do with that. So now when Saturn comes back to the sign of Capricorn, then you will be very clear whether to go ahead with the marriage, or to just separate, or whatever decision you want to take. Saturn will actually give you that clarity during this period. And for those people who are not married, Cancer ascendant people, and who were aspiring to get married, right? So when Saturn was in the sign of Capricorn, so for people who didn't get married, probably you need to check on your expectations. So there may be I have seen cases wherein people had very unrealistic expectations about their partner, that I probably deserve, or I need this kind of partner with this mindset, and so you might have a lot of expectations. But now when and probably because of that you might have missed the bus, as they say, when Saturn has gone to the sign of Aquarius. But now when Saturn is actually coming back, so it will give you an opportunity to rethink on your expectation, be realistic, and then take a call, and then get into a relationship. So it's a wonderful time for you to rethink, set your expectations right, and then enter into a relationship, and this relationship would be very good, right? So my advice is, be realistic. Don't live in that la la land, as they say, that I need this kind of person. So be very realistic, and have your expectations quite practical, and you'll get the person for sure during this period, right? So don't miss this opportunity. Now for Leo ascendants or simha lagna or simha rashi, or again Leo moon sign, Saturn is transiting into your 7th house, right? And Saturn was Capricorn was your Capricorn is your 6th house and Aquarius is your 7th house. Now Saturn has come into your 7th house. It came in April 2022 and now it is in the retrograde motion and it's going to come back to a 6th house. So I know at least 3-4 people who are actually waiting to get married. Now when Saturn, which is the lord of 7th house, comes to your 7th house, it will open the opportunity for you to get married or get into a relationship. So but when actually Saturn is going back to the sign of Capricorn, it is actually trying to give you a message that there are few things which you need to work upon for you to get married. So one of the thing would be probably financially you need to actually still be clear, or you need to work upon your finances, you need to work upon your job, get a proper job, work upon your health, because there may be some health issues, and Saturn now is actually coming there to reveal what are the health issues which were not actually handled or which are still remaining, and then you will get an opportunity to fix those. And then when Saturn actually comes to your 7th house, then you will get an opportunity to get married or to get into relationship. Now one more thing is, if you had any court cases, and when Saturn actually transited into the sign of Aquarius, again you might have got that feeling that things are going quite positive and probably you will win the case, right? So you might be facing that kind of situation, but again there are few things which are yet to be fixed. So Saturn is coming back to the sign of Capricorn, giving you an opportunity to fix those things, right? So fix those things and you will see that a lot of issues will be solved. Your court cases probably might get into a very positive direction and can come to a conclusion, right? So start working in that direction. Now for Virgo ascendants or Kanya lagna, or again Kanya rashi or Virgo moon sign, Capricorn is your 5th house and Aquarius is your 6th house, right? Now 5th house things which were not completed, maybe probably learning, right? Because 5th house represents learning. So again you need to probably work upon few things which you are not actually acquired knowledge, probably again domain knowledge or some certifications, so you will not get that opportunity unless you complete that certification or acquire knowledge on those subjects, right? Now the other thing would be your relationship with your children. So for those people for whom relationship with children might have gone bad, now this is the window again which Saturn is giving to actually fix those things. So utilize that opportunity and think what are the issues which are still open, which you need to fix. And once you identify the issue, then it's just a matter of working upon those issues, because Saturn will give you that intelligence actually to fix those things, right? Now for people who are in stock market, who are working in speculation and in that kind of industries, for whom the money was stuck, again this is the opportunity which Saturn is giving you to actually get back your money. So you can work in that direction as well, right? Now for Libra ascendants or Tula lagna or Tula rashi or Libra moon sign, Saturn is your kark planet for you, and Saturn is the lord of your 4th and 5th house. Now I know few people who are Libra ascendant, and because Saturn was in the 4th house, obviously if the dasha was supposed to they have purchased some property, some house. So I know 2-3 people who have purchased a property and now they have realized that the property actually is not so good, and now they are in the process of selling the property, right? So when Saturn comes back again to your 4th house into the sign of Capricorn, again you will get that opportunity to sell that property, and you will get back very good rate for that. Probably whatever you invested might come back, and then actually you have already learned your lessons. Now you can actually invest in a proper property, right? And for those for whom a relationship with your mother or relationship with family was impacted during that stay of Saturn in Capricorn, and things might have seemed to be going in a positive direction when Saturn transited into the sign of Aquarius. Now again, you can see that things are going bad, but it's not that things are going bad. Again, there are few things which you have to work upon, so that your relationship with your family and with your mother will be actually fixed for good, right? So you will be able to fix all those issues. So just keep your mind and your eyes open and try to think, which are the things which were not actually finished, right? Which are the things which are still open, which I need to fix. And then Saturn will give you that intelligence to identify those things, and then actually you can work on those things and fix them, right? So coming to Scorpio ascendant or Vrishik lagna, Vrishik rashi, or again Scorpio moon sign, Capricorn is your third house and Aquarius is your fourth house, right? Now when Saturn was in the sign of Capricorn, right? So you might have had issues with your siblings for sure, right? So a lot of issues you might have had, and and now that Saturn has actually transited to your fourth house, you might have got that optimism that now things have been fixed. But now Saturn is again coming back, so again you will get that opportunity to fix those things. And somewhere you had that that energy, that overconfidence, I would say, due to which some of the relationships were actually spoiled, even with your children, right? And not only with your siblings but also with your children. So now again Saturn is giving you an opportunity to fix those things. So identify those things, try to fix them, and Saturn generally does very good in the third house, right? So you can easily fix those things, and then when Saturn comes to your fourth house, it would be a good good transit for you, right? Now for Sagittarius ascendant, or Dhanu lagna, or Dhanu rashi, or Sagittarius moon sign, Capricorn and Aquarius are your second and third houses, right? So when actually Saturn was in your second house, it might have actually separated you or isolated you from your family. And probably if Saturn was probably badly placed in your lagna, in your natal chart, then probably your money might have been stuck somewhere. You might have had challenges saving your money, right? So now when Saturn actually transited to the sign of Aquarius into your third house, it was a wonderful transit for you, because Saturn does very good in the third house. But again, there are few things which you need to fix with respect to your relationship with your family, ancestral properties, one other area where things are still unsettled. And now when Saturn is coming back, it will give you an opportunity to actually work upon that and fix those things, right? So again, try to identify the points, try to work upon that, and things will be much better. For those people whose money was stuck, now actually Saturn will give an opportunity to actually reclaim your money. You will get back the money which was stuck from long time, right? So do whatever you have to do, work hard, and then things will go in a proper direction. Now for Capricorn ascendant, obviously Capricorn ascendant or Makar lagna or Makar rashi or Capricorn moon sign, Saturn is the lord of your first house and second house, and Capricorn is your lagna, your first house, right? You might have had some health issues if Saturn is basically badly placed in a natal chart, right? So I have seen few cases where people were actually hospitalized because Jupiter was in the 12th house. Jupiter is a functional malefic for you guys, and Jupiter was in the 12th house, and again Jupiter came to your lagna and it was debilitated, and it actually had conjunction with Saturn there, right? So I've seen people who were hospitalized who are still struggling with with their health, right? They had some chronic health issues, and they are still struggling to come back to good health, and they are still struggling. Now, in the month of April, when actually Saturn transited to the sign of Aquarius, you might have got that positive feeling, that optimism that things are going to go good, right? But now when Saturn is coming back, you might experience some health issues, or few things might actually have cropped up. So don't worry. These are the things which Saturn is telling you that you need to fix. So once you fix these things in the window which Saturn is giving you, that is from now to 23rd October, right? So that is when Saturn is retrograde, and then till 17th of January, the stay of Saturn in Capricorn. Once you work on your health and the things which Saturn would be revealing to you, then you will be in a very good health, because Saturn is a lot of your lagna, right? It will not do bad for you unless it is placed in a very bad sign. It will not do bad for you. So Saturn is coming back actually to give you an opportunity to fix your health. Utilize it. Don't lose this opportunity. You will be able to fix many issues, right? So utilize that, and your health will be very good. Your personality will be very good, once you fix those things, because Saturn is going to reveal that what are the points which you need to work upon, even on your personality side or your health, right? So work on that, and things will be much better when Saturn moves into the sign of Aquarius, right? Now for Aquarius, Capricorn is your 12th sign, and Aquarius is your lagna, obviously, right? So when actually Saturn was in the sign of Capricorn, probably you might have traveled somewhere, or you might have lost opportunity to travel. You might have experienced some losses. Again, probably if you are a spiritual seeker and you are going through some training from your gurus, or you were trying to actually acquire that knowledge, then you couldn't actually complete that, right? So now when actually Saturn is going back to the sign of Capricorn, now again the window opens where you can actually go seek those higher principles or higher philosophy which you might have missed, and achieve perfection in whatever you are endeavoring. And those who are actually you had planned to travel to a foreign country, right? They might have missed opportunity, maybe due to pandemic, maybe due to various factors. But again, the opportunity is there. Again, the window is opening. Utilize that time if at all you have the desire to travel. And I know few people who actually travel to a foreign country, and they're not at all comfortable there. So many issues. People didn't get that fee waiver. Those who had gone for higher education, those who have gone on job, lost their job, or they are still struggling with the job. So many cases are there. So for them, I would say that when Saturn comes back, so when Saturn is coming back to the sign of Capricorn, it might be a little painful for you, because again those things which you thought that are fixed actually again crop up, and with lot of intensity during this time. So don't worry. It is again Saturn showing that the things are not at fixed. A lot of work is yet to be done. But this time when you actually work on those things, then actually you'll be able to fix those things for good, right? So don't worry. Be optimistic and look out for things which you have missed. Now for Pisces, obviously Saturn is the lord of your 11th and 12th house, right? And Capricorn is your 11th sign. So what this indicates again is that the returns which you were expecting from your job, from your business, you didn't get that. So that may be due to pandemic, because things went bad. Many business were actually shut down. They slowed down, right? So many reasons. People lost their job. People were working on, compromising on the salary and working. They had to put in a lot of extra effort. So many things. And because it is related to your 11th house, surely things might have happened to you, right? And those who are expecting promotion, again, there was some kind of procrastination due to various reasons. But now again, Saturn is coming back. So again, the window of opportunity is again going to open, right? So try to check what are the points which you missed. And this time Saturn is going to actually help you a lot, because Saturn has come back to correct things. So keep your eyes open, try to see, what things you missed. And one thing is, your network circle, you need to actually, expand your network circle. That is what Saturn is expecting, because Capricorn also represents boundaries. So Capricorn, when Saturn was in the sign of Capricorn in your 11th house, Saturn might have imposed certain boundaries, so you might have got the feeling that, this is the area I cannot actually, cross these boundaries, right? So that feeling generally Saturn gives in the sign of Capricorn. And then Saturn expects that with your hard work, you actually break the boundaries. And once you break the boundaries, it's like the entire world is there for you to conquer, right? So that is how Saturn works, right? So now when Saturn is coming back, identify the boundaries, work upon them, try to expand your network circle, because it is Saturn, right? So you will get to actually know very good people in authority. And then once you do that, whatever pending expectations you had from your job, from your network circle, from your business, surely you will achieve that, right? So guys, this were my thoughts on retrograde transit of Saturn into the sign of Capricorn from 12th of July 2022 to 23rd of October 2022. So it's a window for everyone to actually work upon unfinished work. And once you do that, then when Saturn transits to the sign of Aquarius, you will get wonderful returns. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you like my video, you can subscribe to my channel. So I'll be back with another video. Thank you so much.